And we are live. Ha. Welcome. Welcome.
Hi.
I cannot nobody can be mad at me because
Why?
I gave a true countdown. The countdown was
This has been
made
the
so
most
clearly.
chill, actually, that we've ever had for an intro.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah.
It was like a, hey, what's going on?
Yeah. Hey girl, hey. Yeah. We really
What?
we really just peaked with
Did
this
we
intro.
peak?
And
I
well,
don't think we
hopefully not.
peaked.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we're still on the up and up, you
I
know.
don't think we've peaked.
Hopefully we've barely started the mountain.
Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh my gosh.
Guys,
How's
how has your
everybody
week
doing?
been? Yeah, how y'all doing?
Anthony, you didn't say it, so you have to go ahead and
Yep.
tell us how yours was
I
going.
mean, did y'all look at your texts? Did you
No.
see what I sent you
No.
guys?
No.
Because
I did. I wait. Oh, no. I did not see this.
Okay,
This
hold
is
on a
new.
second.
yes,
That looks like a
so-
tiny black snake.
Yes, like
Is that a black mamba?
it's actually a ring snake. 'Cause it has a
Yeah,
yellow
I
ring
see
around
that.
its neck and a yellow
It's a little
belly.
ring snake.
Oh, it's
Oh.
like nothing, right?
Apparently, they're fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
and they'll
they're fine.
just if you scare them, they'll like poop on you and they'll smell
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
They won't bite.
they are notorious for like just smelling really bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, but sitting here and being like, "Oh, hi, puppies! Y'all are so cute. Why'd you both come down here? You never do this. Hi, how you doing? Come say hi." And then, oh shit,
Yeah.
there's a snake right there.
Yeah.
And then it was like kind of stuck because it was on like a very like smooth part of the concrete, so it just couldn't go anywhere. So I was like, "Well, this is convenient because I don't know what to do here." What? And I eventually remembered that I bought Ash like a butterfly slash moth net a long time
Oh,
ago.
there you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
You didn't just pick it up and like move it outside?
No, he didn't want to get
It's
I don't
just
wanna
a
get
poop on his
pooped
hand,
on.
dude.
It's just a little ring snake.
Dude, he
It'll
just
be
want to deal with the poop
fine.
I also didn't know that it wasn't venomous until I had it outside.
Oh, I see. I see. That's
'Cause I
that
didn't-
is fair.
I didn't see
That is
its
fair.
yellow belly until I had it
I
outside.
see. I see.
I can't remember if there's different color bellies that mean it could be venomous. But I was like quite startled because of how small it was, knowing that like baby snakes are the deadliest snakes in the world.
Yeah,
So I
but
was like-
because they don't have any idea how to ration their venom, they just go full stag.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently that one's not even probably a baby because it was like they're like 10 to 15 inches.
Yeah. Yeah.
adult.
Ring snakes are generally small.
They literally
the
eat
ones
like
in
worms.
the eastern coast at
They
least.
eat worms.
They
Yeah.
eat little bugs. It's like
They're
a
little
bug
bugs.
snake.
Yeah, they're good.
yeah, so
They're
that's
great
like-
for gardens.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna
little
say.
little snakes are great for gardens. Some
Yeah.
people will even buy little snakes for their garden just specifically to put it into the garden.
Yeah. Still unnerving. Even
fair.
like it's one of those things where your brain logic doesn't seem to care about or not care.
It's a snake.
The other side of your body doesn't care about the logic that yeah, that's a good snake. Don't kill it. You didn't kill it. You saved it. You let it free. What if there's more?
What if there's more, bro?
Where are they? I need a cat. I need to adopt Fell.
Do
Yeah.
you need a cat?
Oh
Cats
my
kill
gosh.
snakes.
Question.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Do
do.
we plan on doing the Jameson, by the way? It's just a question.
Yeah, the Jameson is
on the list?
next week.
The black label?
Okay. So
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
I was looking
so-
at it today. 'Cause
I
was
guess
wondering,
for the
like,
for the
when does it
audience,
start?
this
Yeah.
will be our next week's drink, our next drink, next week's pour, the Jameson Black Barrel Reserve series, which we got from Flaviar. It was one of the whiskeys we were able to get.
Speaking of net, because I didn't know where today's bottle came from, I brought all four of these.
We have a bunch of
downstairs,
tastings.
right? Because we have all these, right?
Wait, you have 4?
I have
3.
4 unused ones. That's a little weird. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's my free one
You had a free.
because they
okay.
messed up. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Oh, okay.
I was about to
Either
say, I
way-
think I only have 3.
I only
Before-
have 3.
Before you got on, I was telling Eric that next time y'all are both here, we should like devise a device to like fling these in the air and take a shotgun and just shoot them. Just
You
keep
mean
shoot
ski
these.
shooting?
Just
Yeah,
shoot
just
these
skeet
stupid
shoot 'em.
little. Because we have so many of these, dude. I don't
Dude,
use
no
them.
one's gonna be. No one has that many
Yep.
like moist glasses at a freaking event. I'm sorry.
Moist glass. Yeah, I know, right? Like they just send one every time.
Yeah, and literally every box.
Also, I'm certain that if you did have something sweating on an angle, it's gonna just fall off this and be a disaster.
Oh yeah, it's gonna roll off. Yeah.
So,
In fact, honestly, I have a glass.
oh no, what happened?
Nothing.
Dude, this whole time I've been like, why can I barely hear an echo? I forgot to mute you guys, and so y'all were like barely off instead of like significantly off from the thing.
That makes sense.
I gotta turn you guys up.
I have a glass that is
Get
filled
turned.
with ice cold water. I'm gonna put it on there and see how it goes.
Oh
It
boy.
barely fits.
Yeah, but newsflash, you've got a level desk, and you're just like, oh, nothing happens.
Yeah, it's fine.
It doesn't
It's
fall
fine.
off.
It's fine. Oh,
Eric,
I've
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, don't. Not enough about me, Eric.
You made
what do you got,
sorry, you
bud?
made me. You reminded me. I was wondering if Eric's wife is trying to go on a cruise.
Oh shit! What?
I think so. She luckily she doesn't watch through too many of the episodes, but it doesn't truly matter. That'll probably end up being her birthday gift.
Well, that's what she asked for, yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of what she asked for. I don't know if she remembers that entirely, but so yeah, I think that's still on the agenda as like a thing.
Well, if y'all want company,
So-
let us know.
Yeah, I am sure she would not mind having a birthday cruise with
Luckily,
people.
my wife now has they're actually perfect for that sort of thing because it's so easy to do things separate and all do things together, to each their own. Really.
Yeah.
But my wife now has work from home Fridays.
Oh,
So-
That
nice.
must be nice.
Yeah, so it'll be a lot easier to do certain things. on occasion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just gotta figure out pet sitting.
Yeah, it's a fun
Yeah,
one.
about that.
That's the thing about cats. They just sit themselves, right?
For the most part, but not when they're so young. That's the only problem.
Mhm.
Like
Because
you
they're
still
young,
want,
they will
yeah,
destroy.
yeah, you still want somebody to like come in and like check on stuff. We every now and then, like today, this little bugger right here, this little girl, and the other guy's sitting behind me, like here-ish somewhere. But he is laying on his favorite bed right now, Larka, the gray one. And it's his favorite bed. And he started wanting to play fight with Fel. And Fel was like, I don't really want to play fight, but I guess I'll play fight. And then she was like, you know what? I'm done play fighting, and now I'm going to destroy your bed. And she proceeded to go to his bed, grab it with her teeth, and pull as hard as she could to try to like rip it open.
Wow.
And then he got angry because it's his favorite bed. And so he went and like tackled her. And then she was upset that he stopped her from trying to destroy the bed. So then she got pissed off. And then
So it was
he
an
got
actual
upset.
fight?
Well, not really. They were still play biting, but like you could tell they were getting to that edge of upset with each other. So I was like, F this noise.
Guys.
I'm taking, guys, I like put my hands in between, I like pushed them apart, grabbed the bed, put it in the closet, and both of them got upset with me and went to separate corners and just fell asleep.
Like, well, fuck you, Dad.
Wow, that's a lot, dude.
I was like, God, y'all, what are we doing?
What are we doing here?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Cats
I
are
feel for you,
hilarious,
my guy.
man. Cats are hilarious. But
Fucking cats, mate.
yeah.
I saw my dogs doing something the other day that made me think about how, like a lot of scientists will kind of, what is it? Kind of reduce the intelligence level of animals. And not just scientists, but even like religious groups where they're like, oh, they don't have a soul, they don't think, they're just whatever. I'm like, okay. Two examples here. One, my dog goes outside, does his business like he does every day. He has habits. He comes inside. He looks around. This specific time, he decides, I'm gonna just go lay down in the sun and bathe. And I was like, okay, that's fine. That's interesting. But then what got me thinking was how they choose between lay down in the shade or in the sun. Right? So if they were so stupid, they wouldn't think, oh, do I want to lay down in the shade or the sun right now?
I think that's honest. I honestly,
Like
yeah,
they're
sure.
thinking about
Yeah.
it. Like they're actually deciding, do I want to sunbathe or do I want to be in the cold? It's just like you see there's like videos of a dog in like 110-degree weather in Florida. They open the door for them to go outside, and it immediately turns around and comes back inside because it's like, no, I'm not doing this right now.
I love the one. I love the one with the snow. I love snow and cats. I don't know if you've seen this one, but sometimes it'll snow, and a lot of cats are like they'll run to the door. They'll want to go outside, and so the cats are like running to the door, and the owner for once is just like, "Sure, have fun," and they go and they take like one step, and then the cat will like literally backpedal
Yeah.
and be like, "Nope,
You were supposed to stop me. Why didn't you
Eh,
stop me?
help."
How could you?
Dude, okay, one last example. Our boy had a very complex plan and thought the other day. So ever since Yui got shocked by the fence, she hasn't wanted to go back in through the doggy door. So the other day, out of the blue, Deku is behaving completely different from normal. And I realized he was slowly trying to guide Yui to the doggy door.
Like we're
Like
going
he
in.
was acting like, oh, I'm not just gonna run straight there and then you go like, because that's what would normally happen. He runs straight there and she never comes. She goes
Yep.
back to the door to go inside. This time he's like, oh, let's slowly go into the backyard. And oh, hey, look, she followed me slowly into the backyard. Okay, hey, let's go and slowly sniff this tree. And every now and then he'd like glance at her and see where she's at, and then he'd like move a little bit more. Like he literally planned, like, I'm gonna get her over there. Unfortunately failed, and he's been like, screw it, I'm not doing that again.
Oh no.
Like-
I honestly think it's linked with hunting, with especially for like
Could be, yeah.
dogs like that are so close to like the wolf nature as your babies. I think that when it comes to like play for juvenile hunters, they do things like that. They herd around their brothers and sisters, or they go about hunting in groups against one of the members of the pack, and that's part of their brain kind of kicking in, going like, "Oh, we're gonna have to do this like for real, for real." So I can definitely see that kind of herding and behavior being something kind of synonymous with any kind of dog. So I
Yeah.
totally get it. Makes sense.
I could see that.
Now, how's your week been?
Uh
Did you go to the thing?
I did see my uncle. I did not go to Anime Matsuri.
Wait.
Not because I didn't want to, but because there's a lot of drama about that convention.
Interesting.
One of those. So, long story short.
Because you were there. Wait. Just for reference.
Yeah.
You were like there.
No, I was never there. I never went.
You did never go to San Antonio?
No, sorry. I went to. No, this is not in San Antonio. This is in Houston.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and guys, that's the end of the.
Into the Frey Ranch.
Oh, wait.
That's
Are
the
you
end of
about
the
to?
uncut.
The next one's 50%.
The next one's 50%.
Today's is 50%. I'm just wondering if you're about to, blow your palate.
Oh yeah, no. You're right.
So, what are we drinking today?
Yeah. No. I won't start drinking
Yeah.
until afterwards.
Oh.
I can't load your stream, by the way, Nat.
Okay, so
can't?
it's happening to you
Oh,
too. When we
no.
Yeah,
open
it's
it,
happening to both
it's
of us.
like it does this weird thing
This
where it's like,
video
oh, it
download was
failed.
canceled. Please reload player. Let me just go
Yeah.
offline and come back on.
Okay.
But it happened to me last week too. I just
Interesting.
forgot to mention.
Ash can confirm. Also broken.
And confirm. Let's reload and see
yikes.
what
Okay.
happens.
Big oof.
Hopefully your key didn't change or
It says
something like
I'm
that.
live streaming together.
So
Weird.
while he's fixing that, Ash is in the chat. Ash, do you want to go to Japan? And if
course he wants
so, dogs.
It is crashed.
Yeah.
Here.
What?
Oh, you're responding in real
If
life.
so, what about the dogs? Yeah.
You know what? I think
You
it's
don't know?
because of the. Maybe it's because of the YouTube.
I asked Eric about that too. He
there
said
it goes.
certain things I can't recall.
Weird. Okay, stream's up. Sorry about that.
Yeah, for real. What are you drinking?
She should be drinking the same thing. Right? Oh no, we only have a small amount.
There we go. Oh,
Nice. Decaf chai
no.
latte and a bourbon soda. Classy.
Nice. Her.
For a second, I thought you might have been having a mango Rita, and I was gonna be super jealous.
Oh, mango.
Mango Rita. Mango's like the best fruit in the world.
Mango is really good.
Oh,
I love mango.
Anime Matsuri. So, my uncle came in on Friday.
Okay.
He was like, "Hey, we're gonna go ahead and go off and get this thing all situated. We'll try and see you on Saturday." Saturday
Okay.
rolls around. He's like, "Dude, I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's gonna have to be like Sunday." So we eventually meet up with them. We get lunch with them and then hang out with them for pretty much the other half of the day. But what happened was, well, actually, I don't know the details. So what I can say is that Anime Matsuri seems to have been run very poorly this year, and it's historic. Like, sorry, historical in the sense that they've done it multiple times. And apparently this is indicative of other Houston anime conventions where they are poorly managed and not exactly run very tightly or very well. So, for example, my uncle is engaged to a voice actor who has been on some larger titles when it comes to Japanese anime. She was, I believe, Panty in the Panty and Stockings Trigger anime. Asked her to go ahead and come in, had her also ask other profile voice actors to come along with them to go ahead and speak on a panel about voice acting as well as going through the entire planning process. These voice actors have very small scheduling windows that they could possibly even do things like this. So the fact that it even lined up was kismet. Like it couldn't have lined up any better. But what proceeded afterwards was just like the worst communication that could have possibly happened for this event to happen, for this to go off before they even showed up. Like nothing was. Okay, now that I have my good sound, so there's weird background that kind of sounds like a void whispering. Yeah, that's it. That's Anthony.
What? Y'all lied to me. I thought it was not there.
It just started. It just started.
It's fine. It's
What?
fine.
Yeah,
Why does it do this?
It just started in the middle of Nat talking.
So you're
My
telling me that this incredible Elgato wavelength just stopped working?
It's very possible. Oh my god.
my god. Oh my god.
And now I can't hear anything. I'm not sure.
Oh, you can hear
Oh,
me though.
No, I can hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
Is that better? Sorry.
Yes, I think so. Hold on. Speak.
Hello, I'm talking, and there's hopefully
Yeah.
not a crazy thing happening.
No, you're good.
You're good now.
Yeah. So my uncle lands from Japan and pretty much finds out that there's no plan for any of this presentation. There's no translator because Yuka speaks Japanese and
Oh my
speaks
goodness.
good English, but not like speak in front of like a convention, like a room full of people good who will speak just English. So there's no confirmed translator. There's no confirmed like nobody has done any form of homework or legwork in terms of like telling them what the voice actors are going to be talking about. So my uncle has to do all of that. So he shows up to another job pretty much.
Oh my gosh, that's wild.
Yeah. So all in all, the experiences from what I heard were that people who did even show up liked it, but the amount of social media that went out for the actual session was like pretty much non-existent. And then for the amount of trouble that they went through, it's very it's not confirmed. It's not a very good sign for people coming back if this is the first experience for some major Japanese voice actors. So Anime
Yeah.
Matsuri shot themselves in the foot
Oof.
pretty hard. And even though that they were like, "Hey, let me go ahead and get the cash to you as soon as possible," it still took a day. They still
Jeez.
had to go ahead and like actually stick around close to the area to make sure that they could go ahead and hand off the check, and then they flew out the next day. So it's like
Yeah, that's quick turnaround for like
very quick turn. Yeah,
nonsense.
yeah.
Well,
So-
at the very least, San Japan has, from what I've heard, had a pretty good team around it for a
That's
long
good.
time now.
That's good.
So,
I would not be surprised if they did, but like I've been to maybe one other.
I think it's the
anime
same convention team that did Pac South.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, because they
would
run
not
out
be
of the
surprised
same space.
Yeah, that space is like, God, that space is huge. Yeah, but they have a ton of conventions come through that area anyway, so I would not
Yeah.
be surprised if they were like, hey, we have like a group of people who are passionate about this genre of interests and are wanting to be part of the process of planning. So it doesn't confuse me. It doesn't boggle my mind. But yeah, other than that, hanging out with my uncle was cool. Having my
Nice.
last little 3-day weekend was cool because now I'm back on normal schedule. So yeah, all of that, not bad. Got
We
to see my
can-
uncle, which I was really happy about.
Oh yeah, we can always drink to that.
For sure. Speaking of drinking,
So, this week we have obviously my biased whiskey genre of choice. We are looking at an Irish whiskey, and this is they say a 4-square cask finish. Now,
a 4-square cask finish.
yeah, and I assume, and it looks like that is the case, it is aged in Barbados for 3 years.
Barbados?
Is that the case here? No. This is wrong. Let's see. I clicked on a different whiskey. So 4-square. Let's see.
4-square
Let's
cask
see.
finish, high end wicked.
Matured in ex bourbon barrel and then finished for 6 months in casks that previously held the award-winning Mark X 2007 Barbados rum from Foursquare.
Oh. From
I kn-
Foursquare?
Yeah, from Foursquare.
I love me some Foursquare.
So we should be getting coconuts, lemon peel, almonds, nougats, fig,
From
vanilla.
Irish whiskey?
Yeah, from Irish whiskey. So I'm very interested. So we should get
Very interesting.
the malted and unmalted barley flavors that are typical of Irish whiskey, along with some rum notes.
Ooh, you know I love me some rum.
So, and already off the nose, like vanilla, just sweet
Very sweet.
vanilla. Yeah, I almost get a pina colada type of smell going.
There's that rum there, right there. Pretty high viscosity.
Yeah, some fruit notes.
Some definite like cleaning the elementary school floor notes.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of
Acetone?
there's a lot of acetone on the
Yeah,
top of
that's
this.
strong.
I'm not getting any acetone. Maybe
getting
my
a
nose
lot.
is.
Oh, there
Wow.
it is. Whoa, that
Wow.
smells like. Yeah, okay, that smells like Malibu rum right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
getting
through it.
I'm getting that coconut Malibu rum thing. I just like threw whiskey all over.
You were trying to swish, throw it
Pulse
down.
it out.
I was switching. Yeah. I was just following the directions, guys. Smell it, throw it out.
I went on YouTube and I searched it, and now this is how I drink whiskey. I throw, priceless whiskey on the floor.
Now, the one thing I will say, this does not smell like an Irish whiskey.
It does not. It smells like it kicks though. It
We'll
smells like
see.
it's supposed to
We'll
kick.
see. It is a 50% whiskey, which isn't like too hot for us, but 100 proof. And for an Irish whiskey, 100 proof is actually pretty hot. Most Irish whiskeys run under 100 proof.
I'm really hoping this pineapple is pretty prevalent on the tongue. That would be so sick.
I get some, you know those candied pineapples that are like a little bit squishy, but like covered in white sugar almost, and they're like a
Yeah.
little bit chewy.
Yeah.
I get that on the nose a little bit.
Yeah, it
Okay.
definitely smells like a candy.
Yeah. Well, guys, cheers to. By the way, Nat, I screwed up. This is episode 59,
Oh,
not 60.
you absolute
Uh,
cock.
so, cheers to episode 59.
Oh, and that color is so pleasant. I'm not gonna tell you what that looks like.
Are you?
Oh my goodness. That tastes like the candied pineapples with a little bit of Irish whiskey thrown in. It's almost like somebody took an Irish whiskey and stuck vanilla and candied pineapples with a little bit of coconut oil, and that's what you get. It is like sweet, fruity, vanilla-y, very sweet.
I think we're being lied to. I think this is a mixed drink. Like legit.
Yeah, dude,
Like what else is in it? What do you mean? Like
It
they,
tastes like a.
like a
I want
cocktail.
to say like a cocktail, like a pina colada.
Yeah,
or-
it tastes like a pina colada
yeah, I
cocktail
can get
type of
that,
thing.
yeah.
Does it taste like a family from Ireland went on a tropical cruise?
it does not.
Yep,
Don't even
kind
lie,
of, kind of. But then they put on too much sunscreen and drank pina coladas for the
Got
next
day
10 years
drunk,
before
like
they got.
sloppy day drunk.
Yeah. But man, it is so much sweeter than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, that rum, the rum really comes through. Like the rum
That
is, of
burn?
course, it's still hot too. This has a burn to it for sure, but it tastes nothing like an Irish whiskey. Like you get notes of unmalted barley, but like it's very light.
You know what this tastes like? This tastes like what a young 21-year-old myself thought rum should taste like. First time
Sir,
I had some rum, it was terrible. This is what I thought it would taste like. Sweet, yummy,
We get
delicious.
so Nat, we have to get
is
Anthony
yummy?
some good rum, by the way.
yeah.
Look,
Because
when
I don't
was-
think Anthony's had like good rum yet.
You've never had an
Oh, I've had some yummy
Appleton's.
rum.
You've
I've
never
had-
had.
I've had
But I mean
rum that
like
tastes good.
I don't mean like just rum that tastes good though. I mean like rum that's like the high class of rum that's like
probably not.
made for sipping, that has a distinct flavor, that isn't just sweet and tastes good, right? Because I think that's one thing that like a lot of people
know-
get Zaya and stuff like that, and it's sweet, it tastes good, but it's
know
not
what
like a rum.
No.
You know what a great place to do that would be?
A
On
cruise.
like a group friend cruise.
Yeah, hey, I'd be down.
with the
Nat?
rum built in.
Nat, cruise,
Bro,
cruise, my dude. Have you ever been on a cruise,
bro,
bro?
I'm going to Japan this year.
Nah.
Y'all are saying
No,
some
nah,
wild
look.
stuff.
No, Nat's going to San Japan.
No, it's easy.
It's different.
Easy. Look, we go on the biggest weekend ever. There's like the second biggest ship in the world. It literally is just Friday to Sunday
What's the cruise line?
or Friday to Monday. It's Royal Caribbean.
Oh, it's Royal Caribbean. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I
a
was like,
Sea of the Seas. They do
doing
3 days and
Carnival
4
over here.
days. Yeah. No, no. We just went on the ship. Did I even talk about this?
No, not yet, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, we went on the cruise a while back for Grandma's 90th birthday, and it was fantastic. We want to go again because it would be even better if we weren't on a like, oh, we need to go to dinner every night type of thing. Because we wish that we went to dinner at like just the frickin' buffet or go to grab some of the pizza. 'Cause
Yeah.
the pizza was surprisingly good. But dude, it was so cool. Like, they definitely so Royal Caribbean will say like the ship is the destination because like a lot of cruises, the destination is just where they stop, right? You go to these islands and it's nice and awesome. They're not wrong. It's like literally just like you could stay on the ship and have a blast the whole time. You don't have to get off unless you really, really want to.
Unless you really want to.
Yeah, but it was cool, dude. There was like a really cool slide. I mean, we played freaking mini cruise ship. There was an ice skating rink with ice skating. Like,
Ice skating on a cruise.
yeah, which you never would think. You never would think that would happen.
Excellent.
The pizza was stupid good. Like, we thought it was gonna be the worst pizza ever, but it was actually just good. You know, they had bubble waffles, dude. They had bubble waffles with ice cream at the
So did you
sushi
have
place.
it, like every single day?
Ash had it. I tasted it. I can't do that much sugar, unfortunately. But dude, that was the biggest thing for me. They had sugar-free desserts, and I was like, "What dessert?"
That's awesome.
And Ash was like, "Sugar cookies isn't that great." And I'm like, "Well, it's sugar-free sugar cookie." But she's like, "Don't get it. It's not good." I go and I get it anyways. Like, I haven't had a cookie in forever. Freaking good.
I see.
It was good, at least for my standards. They're probably really low now. But yeah, highly recommend. I thought it was a ton of fun. You totally told me to get the other thing. You're like, don't even fret.
Don't even try.
You're like, the cookie wasn't worth it. Just get the other one. And I got both.
I'm ready to rate this.
You're
Let's
ready to
go.
rate it? Let's do it. Nat,
Mhm.
what do you think about this whiskey?
I don't like it.
Oh,
I
interesting.
really
Okay.
don't. It's like. Oh man.
Ugh.
Yeah. Ew. Oh man, that is not good for me, man. I do not like that.
So what are you getting? What are your notes?
Oh. You're gonna have to give me a minute. Just finished it. I was like,
Oh, coconut. I can see that.
So
Yeah.
I've sipped like higher quality rums before, and I know that like there are elements of this that are present in those experiences. Like you get the high sugar content, the caramelization. You get you get the sugar source, whether it be cane sugar or whatever, what have you. But I never saw. I've had experiences where I've had the concept of rum married together with like fruit flavor of it. I have never had a whiskey that has tried to add a rum over the top of it that has also attempted to add a fruit flavoring over it. It's like a blend of a blend of a blend. And for me, I would much rather have a less ambiguous experience because the only thing that it allows me to focus on is the faults. And for me, it's the really strong, like sickly sweet flavor, combined with the just weird aftertaste of just like almost what's that, like a young barrel almost. And I know it's not a young barrel. Like I know that they're aging the whiskey in 4-square barrels, which are for rum.
Well, they're finishing. They're finishing.
It. Sorry, so I don't know what they're actually like proofing in, but it tastes young.
Let's see if we can
it's
find out.
unfortunate that the I was looking forward to the idea
young.
of having. Yeah, it does look young. I was looking forward to the experience of like having that warm kind of like cookie vibe with a little bit of like confectionery. Like I was looking for like a bakery experience when it came to the actual flavor profile, and what I got was a hard candy dipped in like this bitter syrup. So for me, it's a 1. I would not drink this like ever unless it's just like maybe it's my glass. I don't know if you guys are having a very different experience. It's very possible, but it's 1 for me.
What would you pay for it?
I would probably, man, I would not buy this. Even if somebody asked me to buy it for them, I'd be like, anything else.
How much would somebody have to pay you
How much would somebody have to pay me?
to go through a bottle of this?
Go through a bottle. No. To go through a bottle. Give me $100 and I'll go through the bottle within
$100,000?
$100.
Oh my gosh, I was like 100,000 is a
what?
little crazy.
My time is not that valuable.
Uh,
Some people say it's priceless. It's definitely not $100,000 for me getting to a bottle.
so
Yeah,
okay.
I would not buy this. It's such a missed opportunity too, because I was really looking forward to that warm cookie vibe on top, like pineapple that it was talking about, and the coconut, but I didn't get that.
Anthony, how do you feel about this one?
So looking at the flavor book of lies.
Yeah. Their
right
sheet.
here.
I do actually. There are some things that I get. I do get vanilla. I get pineapple, coconut. I get a nuttiness.
Mango.
I do not get mango. The
Lemon.
pineapple, I get a little bit of citrusy notes, but they're not like
That's definitely
lemon. Yeah, but it's not lemon. It's like the rind. It's a
the
little bit of that
yeah.
citrusy bitterness towards the end. But you would never take that flavor and be like, "Ah, that's a lemon," right? It's just not that.
I don't know, I just feel like someone was like, "What are all of the tropical rum flavors? Let's put them all on here."
Yeah.
Much.
I get a little bit of the clove. The clove, I kind of see.
I can kind of see.
It's got a spice to it with the acetone, but it's not black pepper. It's more clovey.
It smells
So-
good.
I think
It smells
what
great.
kind of sums it up is like just now breathing out. I was reminded of drinking Everclear when I was a young lad. Like, this is a weird situation because it has so many pleasant flavors, but then the nose was like horrible at first, and maybe still is. Like, it's okay, but
You
it
might
really
be scent blind.
no. I mean, I smell stuff, but it's not like I don't know. It's not bad. It's just weird. It was bad at first, but then I just had that like that breath that made it taste like Everclear or something cheap. Which just makes me think about what Nat was saying, where it's like it seems like they took a very young Irish whiskey
I can
and
see
then
that.
put it in some rum barrels for a month or two, like with some rum in there. You
Yep.
know, and gave it a lot of flavor really quickly, but due to the youngness of it, it hasn't shredded
Youth of
off
it.
that
I got you.
the
baby.
youthness of it. It hasn't shredded off that
Not
like
just the youth of it.
bad
got you, baby
smell,
girl.
that bad smell or that weird aftertaste.
There you go.
So at first I was like, maybe it's a 3, but now I'm like thinking it's like a 2. It's like the weird thing is it doesn't taste bad, but it literally tastes like a mixed drink that I just made by myself randomly or got at a bar, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's a drink. It tastes fine,
It
but then there's
really
some
is
bad
not.
Like
It
I don't
really-
know.
Sorry. Let me.
It doesn't taste like a whiskey though.
Let me keep my feelings to myself. I already gave my rating.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a weird situation because it's almost like someone tried to take a shortcut to getting those like really good flavors that you get from a whiskey that's just a whiskey.
That's
Out of
the
its own
most
barrels.
disappointing part. Like, I was really looking forward to this. When you said Foursquare, I was like, oh. And then it had all the notes. I was like, mango and pineapple? You mean I'm going to get mango and pineapple out of an Irish whiskey? Bro.
Fair. So you're putting this at a 2, is what it sounds like?
Yeah.
And then what would you pay for it?
I probably wouldn't buy it.
How much
But I'd
would
pay
somebody have
20
to pay you?
bucks.
Oh, you'd pay 20. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, I mean,
We're still in the positive.
that's
So
just-
there's a price that you could take for it.
Maybe. I wouldn't want to buy it.
Yeah,
wouldn't
but if
want
you
to,
saw
but
this
you
on a
saw it,
shelf,
you
you might the
No, no, no,
novelty
no.
of it might sell you for 20
If
bucks.
someone else wanted it, I would be willing to pay 20 bucks for them to have it.
Fair.
Wouldn't
Bottle's
be
really
for
pretty.
me.
Yeah, the bottle's not bad.
Like the
Bottle's not
logo
bad.
with stickers more so than
You know
anything
what?
else.
That is probably a new system that we should have.
Is the bottle attractive?
Is like
Does it look good,
the
though?
market or the marketing rating, like how
I
well
see,
was
I
it
see, I
marketed?
see.
How well is the bottle? Combine all of that into like one rating system
Okay.
of like 1 to 10. That could be a cool thing to add to our notes.
That's fair.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and give my divisive rating.
It does not have Riz Ash. Go ahead,
I'm
Eric.
I'm probably gonna give this a 4.
No.
And I'm really torn. One, there are a few reasons why I'm doing this. I'm gonna walk through all of my steps. I did not get any off notes on the nose.
Okay.
So when I smelled it, it was a really, like, the nose was really nice. It is sweet for sure. Candied like pineapples, like definitely has a overwhelming vanilla candied pineapple pina colada vibe, which I love generally. Now, does it smell like a whiskey? 100% not.
Yes.
On the palate, you get a little bit of the unmalted barley, but you're really not getting an Irish whiskey here. I think Anthony hit the nail on the head. This tastes like a mixed drink. I think the problem is the combination here. It reminds me a lot. Ash actually makes these things, and I can't remember what they're called, but they're like a marshmallow little topper. They look like a spiraled thing that you'd put on top of a cupcake, but they're like chewy.
Macaron.
Is it a
Macaroon.
macaron?
It's not
Macaroon?
a macaroon.
Not a macaroon?
It's not a macaron.
Meringue.
There it
Meringue.
is.
They're
I was
very
like,
similar.
They're related.
other M.
This tastes like a whiskey pina colada meringue. It has some of that like artificial sweetener flavor, sure, but it tastes like a meringue sweetened and has a little bit of whiskey. And I don't know. Are most whiskey people going to like this drink? No. I would probably not recommend this to a lot of people. But
Wait,
I honestly think that it is really drinkable, really fun, really different, and it tastes good to me. I don't know.
I'm just very confused on multiple
Bro.
levels. Okay.
Same.
Two things. First off, it is it is matured initially in ex-bourbon barrels. Okay. Just because you brew it in Ireland, I'm not sure that makes it Irish. If you just use some old
Well-
bourbon barrels, does that really count?
Oh, so Irish whiskey and Scotch do not have the same legal stipulations of what they're barreled in that bourbon does. Bourbon has to be like barreled in, and it has to touch, that's their term for it, new white American oak. Scotch, Irish whiskey, and other whiskeys all around the world, they do not care what wood it is in. None of them have a legal
Dude, but
stipulation
that's the weird
for
thing
it.
about this one. It is put in only old barrels. It is literally we are going to
Most-
only use used barrels for this.
So most scotches and whiskeys around the world do that, actually. So, funnily enough, bourbon is actually one of the few whiskeys in the world that does actually use new white American oak barrels or new wood barrels at all.
Stop turning your head, Anthony.
Yeah, when you turn your head, it's like echo. So scotches, Irish whiskeys, a lot of them don't do that. They always reuse barrels. That's why you have things like Redbreast does it in ruby ports or barrels or things like that. Irish whiskey, the thing that makes it Irish whiskey, one, it has to be done in Ireland. Two, it has to be a single grain of malted, unmalted barley. So it only uses unmalted and malted barley. And that's what you're getting here as part of that really underlying whiskey flavor, but that's all you need. There's no age requirement for Irish whiskey, right? Or anything like that. It's just unmalted malted barley,
You bring up the second thing.
Ireland.
This is apparently a single grain whiskey that boasts a mash bill of 95% French maize and 5% Irish malted barley. I count 2 grains right there.
Interesting.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm interested that they use maize.
Yeah, corn.
One
Yeah.
is corn, one
Corn.
is barley. Those
Easy.
are not a single grain, guys. Like, what was...
It's probably because the corn's. Actually, no, that's not fair. I'm pretty sure corn grows readily in Ireland. But
Well,
it's just-
I'm
corn
confused-
flourishes in a high
confusing.
sun environment, and Ireland is pretty. Ireland and Scotland are pretty overcast for a majority of their seasons, I would think.
So it looks like maybe the only stipulation is that it has to have malted barley. But that's weird.
That is weird.
Because usually it's the unmalted barley that creates the typical Irish whiskey flavor.
Typically,
Are they saying that the French maize is the single grain and the malted barley is required for it to be Irish? This is probably the least Irish whiskey in the world. 5% Irish malted barley, 95% French, and then it uses ex-bourbon barrels, so American, and then it uses rum barrels, so just freaking rum. Like, this is 5% whiskey. Maybe less. Maybe like 2.5%.
Well, whiskey, wait, what? 5% whiskey?
This whiskey, as quote unquote whiskey, is a fake whiskey.
No, it
Because
isn't.
Dude,
It's made with corn
fake
is
Irish whiskey. It's
fake
a
Irish
Irish
whiskey.
whiskey. Okay,
That may be true.
5% of it is made from Irish stuff,
Yeah.
but less than that because of the aging process is also not using Irish stuff. So it's 2.5% Irish. That is like, you know,
Hey, that may be,
Yvonne B
that may be
saying
the case.
she's Irish,
Hey,
right?
that's fair.
Like, Nat, do you think you're Irish? Because if this whiskey's Irish, so are you.
there's
Like,
actually a pretty high percentage of my genetic makeup that's from Ireland.
that's hilarious. Okay,
That's
Eric.
that's funny.
This, like, the male part of me, like the male part of this, a lot of it comes from Ireland.
That's why
Spain,
you're so
too.
good at those accents.
At the accents, yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I'd be curious to learn really get into the legalities of like Irish whiskey. Generally, it's malted barley to unmalted barley, and usually it's like 90% malted barley, 10% or 95.5. But usually it's just barley. And so the fact that it uses maize and 5% malted barley, it doesn't include any unmalted barley, is very interesting that they're able to call it an Irish whiskey. But I do not know the legal stipulations or how far Ireland will go to enforce the Irish whiskey moniker. But
Probably enough to make sure that the Ireland as a country continues to make money off of its key export, which is probably spirits. And what else would they? Yeah, no, I think it would be spirits, tourism. No, spirits and wait, what is it that they export?
are you talking about for
Ireland's
Ireland?
key export.
Let's see. Ireland exports. Let's see. Pharmaceuticals, organic chemicals, essential oils,
Pharmaceuticals.
perfumes, and cosmetics.
Okay.
Those are the top 3. They
never
do
would've
a
picked
bunch
up
of
pharmaceuticals.
electrical machinery.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I never would have pegged them for pharmaceutical.
Yeah, they're apparently, at least that's what Google's saying off the rip.
Now, if y'all would just include the black market, you'd very quickly see that top number 1 and number 2 are taken by Irish Gold and Irish tap dancing.
That's funny.
Wow, that's kind of racist.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
they're-
is- that is called Luck of the Irish. Okay, I learned this from Disney Channel. Okay,
That's funny. So yeah, their top 64% chemicals and related products. Both, but they're in that thing. They're including medical and electrical and all of those. 13% machinery and transport. 10% miscellaneous manufactured articles. Then it's 7% food and live animals. And then we get to 1% crude materials. Beverages and tobacco are 0.98% of their exports.
Whoa, 0.98?
Yeah. Which is pretty crazy.
It's pretty fucking wild, mate.
But yeah, all that said, I still stand on my rating. I
stand
really
on
do. It's very tasty. I would not daily drink it. It's honestly, I consider this more of a dessert after dinner
Ew.
whiskey type of deal.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I think
Man,
it's more of a like, let's take shots.
this would be a great shot whiskey, actually. I'd be down. Honestly, I find it quite enjoyable, but
I'd rather play.
It is
Not
very
Enough
sweet.
Mana again.
Let's go. Okay,
Huh.
we'll bring it next time we're
What did we
together.
drink what did we drink while we were doing that? Good lord.
we were
don't even
doing
remember.
we were doing the Indian spirit.
Oh god.
The-
Oh, that thing was
um,
disgusting.
What was it
wasn't
called?
disgusting. It was just pungent.
Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name of it. It is
Me
called
too.
Finny. We were doing Finny.
Good lord.
Yeah, we were doing
not enjoy
a
that.
cashew
Oh.
Finny, if I remember correctly, a cashew Finny.
It was a very interesting time, I will say.
It was a very interesting
the
time.
least. Oh my god.
So yes, now here's the problem, because I do think there is a huge problem with this whiskey, a glaring problem, a problem so large that it is very odd, and that is the fact that I am fairly certain the MSRP for this whiskey is $75,
What?
$80.
Outrageous.
And I will say that price point is insane. I would probably never buy this for 75, 80 bucks. I really think this needs to sit in the niche whiskey category at right around $35 to $40. That's where I'd want it to be. So at $35 to $40, this is a whiskey I feel, for me, that I could buy and have as a dessert whiskey every now and then as a fun little, do you like sweet, like tropical drinks? This might be a whiskey that you could get into, right? This could introduce you to the whiskey flavors without being
I
totally
would
off
not
the
do
wall.
that, but okay.
It was in the rum casks for 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
It is $92 whiskey from their website to buy online, and their
That's like
cheapest
no
whiskey
time.
$73.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's like no time, guys.
I mean, here's the thing. Would I ever, if I am buying a Irish whiskey, I'm never going to purchase this over a redbreast that is cheaper than this.
I would gladly take this over a red breath. The red for this.
Yeah, I was about to say
Wait, how much is a red breast? Well,
the 12-year base redbreast is only like $60.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's nuts.
and here's the thing, I don't get the base redbreast very often. My go-to, of course, is the redbreast cask strength, which I think is the best value proposition whiskey you can buy at $90 or whatever it is.
Here's the weird thing. This High and Wicked distillery or whatever you want to call them,
I
they
think High and Wicked
make.
is the name of the bottle.
There's a
it?
highandwicked.com.
Oh,
Yeah,
High and Wicked then, my bad.
it's a company.
I was
But
wrong.
They make a bunch of straight bourbon whiskeys, some Kentucky ones, and then they make Irish whiskey. I'm not so sure that most distilleries make both Kentucky bourbon and Irish whiskey. It seems like a bit of a stretch. They have a $500 Irish whiskey. What?
That's crazy.
Out of stock. What?
It's gonna be a no for me, mate.
It's so pale. Are Irish whiskeys always pale? It's 19 years old.
Usually.
How would it be pale if it's
Yeah,
19 years old?
usually Irish whiskeys are paler.
It's gonna be a little, yeah.
At 19 years old, maybe not, but it depends on the wood because we're used to bourbons where bourbon and New American oak barrels, because of how they're charred, they leach a lot of color into the liquid. Not every type of whiskey, or sorry, not every type of wood leaches as much color into the liquid.
In Ireland?
No, just in general. Like the wood color doesn't get into the liquid as much over time.
Is it
Depending
what
on the
they
type of the
use?
wood. Yeah. Depending on the type of wood.
Mm.
Additionally, because for bourbon, we're using new American oak barrels. That is as fresh the wood can be, and so it will leach more color. But you got to remember, most Irish whiskeys, most scotches, they actually are using used barrels that have had most of their color leached away by some other liquid, like a wine or a bourbon, things like that. And so they will leach less color naturally because most of that color is gone.
So, if I remember right, my new favorite Irish whiskey, Macallan, uses American oak for some of their lines, but then maybe it's like French oak or some other country's oak for their even older lines. of
Wait,
Irish
which whiskey are you talking
Macallan.
about? Macallan is a they do an Irish whiskey, but I think you had the Scotch
You know
because
what?
most of the time it's a Scotch. I think
I don't know if I'll
Macallan
ever
worked.
Get that right.
Yeah.
Probably
Macallans
not,
are
mate.
usually Scotches. I feel like they did an Irish whiskey release with
No, it's the Scotch. It's
with
the
somebody.
Scotch.
Yeah, the one
I
you were
have
talking
this,
about is definitely a Scotch.
You know how we know these two twins and they have their first names and I can never
Yes.
figure out who's who.
Yes.
It's the same with Irish and Scottish. Apparently, they are the same to me. There is
Ireland and Scotland are
Interesting.
not the same.
I would
well, they are literally neighbors, and I know they will
They are
disagree
neighbors?
They're
about being the
neighbours,
same.
but they're doing different stuff with their
I know they're
ways.
very different, but for some reason,
What accent is this there,
I have not
Anthony? What one is this?
Scottish.
Come on. There you go. There you go, Abby. There you go. As soon as you
Roll
start
the dice,
dropping it down
50-50
there,
chance.
and you go down deeper in the throat, you know, and talking for a bit. No.
All right, well, I might not have a favorite Irish whiskey then. I have a favorite Scottish. Scotch.
Yeah, Macallan is a great Scotch, but it does mean you have very expensive Scotch taste.
It was like 80 or 90 bucks.
That is their base edition. That is fair. Is not
We
terribly
need to go on another
expensive.
cruise so I can have more Macallan steel.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought I talked to y'all about that at least.
You did. You
tell
did.
y'all about the-
You did
the
bring that,
whiskeys
and then you
that I
brought
brought
up
on the
like
cruise.
y'all did a guessing game for the giant bottle, and we tried to guess, and I was way off. I was way
If
off.
we go on the cruise and it has whiskey tastings, it's a business expense for us.
Yes,
So the government pays us to do it, right?
No.
that is the hope. Well,
That's a hope.
we pay them less to do it. Technically,
You gotta pay us.
I wish.
Yet.
I wish.
Yet.
So yeah, not for me, not the worst whiskey of the podcast, but overall the score is fairly low. But yeah, that was. It was meh.
It's really
I
It
do.
has a
I will.
sweet spot for Irish whiskeys.
I. That is 100% fair.
Any Irish whiskey he drinks has +1 to 2.
Fair. I will take that. Anything that tastes like pina colada though too is also pretty high in my book. I think The coconut pineapple flavors speak to my soul. But I do think for the price, yeah, I would never get this at MSRP or price. That's $75 for this is crazy. There are way better
He
options.
does shame your family, Ash. You're gonna have to take him out.
Who shames your family? Me?
Good.
You're the only one who's in the same house.
What are you talking about?
You're Scottish.
You're Scottish.
That is half British, half Scottish.
She's got
How am I supposed
Scott
to know
in her.
that?
She's got.
How am I
a
supposed to
little
know that?
Scott in her.
I'm married to you. That's how I
Yo,
should
go
know
on,
that.
talk about being British.
She'll fucking drag you.
You do not talk about being Scottish.
Don't you talk to me.
You'll never
about
talk
being
about that.
Scottish.
The only thing these people talk about is being British. They never mention being Scottish until this.
Don't worry, man. It's
My
the
uncle lives in
Scottish.
Scotland, so
How am I supposed to know that? He lives in a castle. Where's that castle? In this chain of islands. But those specific chain of islands, if you get the country wrong, everyone's gonna be pissed at you.
That sounds like Scotland to me.
It's like freaking. Never mind.
Sounds
So-
like Scotland to me, mate.
It does sound like Scotland. But what have y'all been playing this week? What is on y'all's gaming agenda?
I've been playing Bull Rivals again.
Nice.
How's that?
How are the new
Because
characters?
With the new expansion, there's only one new character right now.
But there's gonna be more.
There's gonna be another one that I'm very excited for, just because, like, okay, guys, be real. I have terrible aim. I just
Okay.
do.
What's your
Really?
DPI?
This is a good question
This is a very good question. Hold on,
because
let me
this
go
is
ahead.
how we know
Because
immediately.
I've tried to get you to set this up. Nat, it is a simple rule. It doesn't matter what your DPI is. You need to remember this: 10 inches, 180 degrees.
10 inches.
10-inch
100.
movement across your
10 inches
physical
is a lot of space, dude.
You
should
need
be
a lot of space.
180 degrees.
That's
If
a
you aren't doing
lot.
that, you will never have good aim. I'm sorry. That's literally.
You-
It's not me.
Are you saying that I'm
That is
bad?
professionals. I'm telling you that everyone is bad until they take the 10-inch, 180-degree rule, and you can barely change it, like 9 inches maybe,
Mine's
or
at
11 inches.
1,000 DPI.
1,000?
But in game is what actually matters. 'Cause every game freaking
Yeah,
changes.
yeah.
So
1,000
you have to go to
DPI.
the training room. You have to look at something in front of you, look at something behind you, try to move your mouse 10 inches, roughly. You're just guessing, looking at it, and be like, okay, oh no, that wasn't 180. That was 3 spins in a row. Well, it's way too high. So it's time to roll down the sensitivity in the game. 10
So what you're
inches,
saying is
180 degrees.
I need to. Okay, so here we go.
It's
And
gonna be weird.
Here's
You
how-
will
here's what
start
we're
having
gonna
to play games with your shoulder, not your wrist and elbow.
And
Your
by the
wrist
way,
and elbow
just
suck.
just for reference, there are sites that will take your DPI and actually convert to what sensitivity you should have to exactly equal that already. So you don't even have to figure out what sensitivity it is by measuring it. You can go to a site, say, I'm using 1,000 DPI. This is the game I want to play, and this is how much space 180 degrees should be. And it'll say your sensitivity should be at 0.48. And you don't
So
even
what,
have to like
DPI
do it.
checker?
I would look up like mouse sensitivity converter or something like that,
Mouse
and look around. I can't remember exactly which site I liked to use.
Converter.
There's like
Same aim.
I don't know. I'd have to literally sit down and look through all of
Guys,
them.
how dare you tell me that I need to look up these resources and not have a definitive space for me to go?
It's
Dude,
it's
there's
been
such, like,
years.
mouse
It's been
sensitivity.
years.
I'm so sorry that
Well,
I'm
here's-
not as cracked as both. as
No.
you two
Here's the
in
thing.
FPS.
I did this
on
back when I
mouse.
played Apex.
You get cracked
And-
when you make the change.
Shut up.
So I did this back when I played Apex, and so I actually saved what my sensitivity for Apex is. So nowadays I know did the 10 inches, measured it a lot, figured out my sensitivity in Apex. Now I use that and I say I use a convert from game, set the initial game to Apex, set what my sensitivity should be, and it tells me what the new one will be.
That just fuck all that.
This
Just
also
move the
changes based on
inches.
resolution, by the way.
What do I
Just,
do?
Matt, go into the training realm and just
Okay.
move your mouse 10 inches in real life. And if you do way too many spins, lower it. And then just keep changing it. It will literally take like 1 minute. And eventually you'll move roughly 10 inches. And it'll be 180-degree spin.
Oh, it's
That's all you need to do.
It's installing a script right now.
Script.
It says it's installing a Microsoft VC redistributable script.
Yeah, like ultimately, if you want to get good at aiming, you need to do that. And most people, if they would put a freaking like wrist brace on that would stop them from moving their wrist, they would get a lot better. Because your wrist cannot do fine movements. Your
No,
shoulder
it's-
can. Fine big movements.
Find big movements.
And it also prevents you from getting carpal tunnel because using your wrist like that in insane amounts is not gonna be good, bro.
So like, wait. So like, I'm supposed to be able to move my mouse 10 inches, which is
It's a lot of
still not over
space.
how big it is.
It's stupid.
This is why split keyboards are so nice, because I literally move my split keyboard out of the way when I'm playing FPS games so that I
split
have my
keyboard
full
so many times.
keypad.
So much space.
Like my mouse pad is like this big, by the way,
We're gonna have to do some.
for
This is
just
why
my
desk
mouse.
mouse pads are a thing.
Yeah,
I have a
because you
desk
move
mouse
your-
pad,
you
I'm just
move
gonna
your-
move it the other way.
Yeah, you move your keyboard out of the way and you get all that
Let me move
space.
all of my whiskey glasses out of the way.
That's about to become a god.
The-
I really am not. Guys, I've been playing first-person shooters for a very long time, and I recently transferred over to mouse.
It's like
I am
you've
not
been
cracked.
trying to throw a ball with your feet, and we just told you, no, throw it with your hand.
Guys,
The-
you have to also realize there's a certain level of like hate for being bad at something that is intrinsic to everything that I do. If I'm not immediately good at it, there's a certain part of me that's like, I don't ever want to do this again.
Or what's that quote? I'm sorry, you threw it at us the other day.
Yeah, what is it? God, the only
Is it Jason that threw it at you?
no, yes. Being bad at something is
First step?
Is the first step of being kind of good at something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake the God.
No one is ever just good at something.
yeah.
The only reason it looks that way is because they're already invested so much time and energy into something extremely similar. They might be like,
Guys,
oh, this is my
you
first
know-
time
you
ever
know
playing
how much
volleyball. But it's like,
time-
you played college basketball?
Do you guys know how
Excuse
much
me?
time I have put into playing video games, though? Let's be very honest.
This is where I quote the book, the original paper for the 10,000 hours, where becoming an expert takes 10,000 hours, where he specifically talks about there is a difference between an hour with intent and an hour without intent. Just because you've done something for 10,000 hours doesn't make you an expert if you never actually worked in those 10,000 hours.
So
Unfortunately.
you're saying that the amount of time that I've put into guitar, because I have not put in effective hours.
All I'm
I'm
saying
still
is
at a
that there
rudimentary.
are certain skills that you have to make yourself uncomfortable while you're doing these things to make the next set of hours worthwhile.
The analogy for this situation is it's different that you basically just said, I've been driving since I was 16. I've been driving for 20 years. But you've been driving a car and we're talking about driving a motorcycle. They are very different driving situations and skills that are developed. So driving, because you've been driving your gameplay with your wrists, and that is very different than driving your gameplay with your shoulder.
And here's
that's-
the best
yeah.
thing, though. driving with your wrist is still going to be a super useful skill for some things that you do. It's just that now you have to spend another set chunk of hours getting up to speed with this other skill to break a plateau.
Guys, I'm gonna be so bad in these fucking games, guys.
But the good news,
bad.
Nat, the good news is you have spent your entire life as a human being using your shoulder to like throw a ball, to like pick something up, to like do so many things that learning to move your aim and your mouse with your shoulder is not going to take that long. Like within 2 weeks, you're going to be like, I'm so much better than I was.
And if you
It
really
won't
want to
be,
speed
like,
it up, if you
years.
have a wrist brace,
Yes.
you can. I kid you not.
Or like a
This was
skateboarding
actually.
thing.
Yeah. No, I kid you not. This is actually something that I had to do when I was trying to learn to draw better. Is that like I subconsciously use my wrist so much to like write and draw that
Disgusting.
actually learning how to draw larger lines or do line art and things like that, I needed to stop my wrist from moving.
All right, cursor sensitivity. Huh? All right, let's go ahead and let's just go ahead. And
But
go into the
yeah, so how is
I can't-
Ultron?
I can't find. Son of a god! I just knocked everything off. Oh no, I found it. Nat, what Eric is saying is so real that I just pulled this out of my desk drawer.
What is that?
You know what this is?
What is that?
This
A
is
boxing.
a wrist. It's
Yeah,
a
wrist.
freaking wrist thing.
Wow. Jason just logged on to Marvel Rivals, guys. This is not
It
good.
is to
He's-
stop my wrist from moving, bro, while
Yeah.
I'm playing games.
Yeah. It helps a lot to like there are a whole bunch of things. But again, aim is a fixable thing. Aim is a fixable
Boys
problem.
Are teaching me how to aim.
Yeah, no joke. I have had one of these in my desk for the past like 5 years because I needed to stop myself from moving my wrist, especially because playing those intense like Apex games. The first time was actually, what was that game? The Tenno
Warframe.
Warframe. When we played Warframe and we were like, let's see how long we can go without dying, I sprained my wrist.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Which
I
I,
believe
shouldn't
that.
have sprained my wrist. I shouldn't have been using my wrist.
Yeah.
So I
You
put
should have
this
been
on.
using your arm.
Yeah.
I had to do this a lot for the real thing that got me better at aiming. Funnily enough, when I started Apex, and Anthony knows this, when I first started Apex, like back when we were in college, I also played a lot of Osu. And Osu, you have no choice, but you cannot use your wrist for that game. You literally
fine.
can't play past the middle difficulty if you're using your wrist. You have to be able to have near perfect mouse control.
It's DDR for a mouse.
Yeah. Have you ever played Osu, Nat?
Hold on.
It's
I'm
really cool
figuring
game.
out how bad my sensitivity is.
Or you're testing in the thing. Yeah, the 10 inches.
I have 10 inches.
Yeah, so how long, how far, how many times do you spin around in 10 inches?
I'm at 66 cursor sensitivity right now.
Holy Jesus.
Actually,
That sounds
well,
really high.
I think that theirs is to 100. Are you talking about 6.6?
It's to 100, guys.
Yeah.
My
I think my
DPI is
sensitivity-
too high.
My
So your DPI
your
doesn't have to
DPI
change because that's
yeah.
just how often the
Well, no, my cursor sensitivity right now is at 66, and I'm still doing multiple circles.
My sensitivity
it.
in Marvel Rivals might be like 4, by the way.
Like okay, like I'm looking at a pillar right now, right? I'm moving 10 inches, right? Like I've maybe done like 8 inches, and I've already completed the circle.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah,
so-
you gotta
so
lower
half
it. You
it.
gotta lower it. Yeah,
probably
I'm at-
down to like 22.
Guys, I'm down to 54.
that's fine.
You probably need to go
Yeah,
down to
it
like
still needs to
22,
lower.
bro.
Any lower
Why not?
What do you mean you can't go
Why
lower?
can't you go lower?
because it stops at 50.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
Doesn't
I'm
make
looking at
any
it right now. It
sense.
says cursor sensitivity. Oh wait, combat.
What?
He was looking at the wrong
I'm
slider.
looking at general. I wasn't looking.
Okay, I am also at a DPI of 1,000 for rivals.
His DPI is at a 1,000, Jason. His DPI is at 1,000.
Oh shit! Did he come
What's
into the chat?
He did. He's
Know
here.
about
He's
DPI
here.
Then. What is your DPI?
So yeah, Jason, we're telling him to do 10 inches, 180 degrees as like the baseline starting point.
Yeah.
In-game sensitivity is DPI times the game sensitivity. So you have to lower your DPI.
You don't always have to. It depends. So like there are a whole bunch of things that kind of go together to equal what your experience is, and it's based on like the game engine, and Windows has some stuff too. Like you want to make sure like mouse acceleration, smoothing, and all of that is like not affecting it for Windows. But you're in our server, bring you in as a guest speaker.
There we go. Oh wait,
Let's see, let's see.
we're in this weird video thing.
Yeah,
Might be a
yeah,
little
We're
more
in
complex.
video, so that's how it's getting all of
We're
our
not in
cameras
Discord.
at the same time.
Yeah, we're not using Discord. We don't use Discord, unfortunately, for the thing.
Yeah,
Let's
video
see.
is like this crazy podcasting software thing where it's crazy. I don't know. Like
Don't worry, Jason. I'll talk
I don't
to
even
you
know what to
later.
say anymore.
All good, my guy.
But either way, you could lower your DPI. Like my DPI sits. You're gonna call Nat on speakerphone. That's funny. So
that's a good plan.
you could lower your DPI. Like I default my DPI to 800 typically. 800 is pretty much the default standard for FPS games. Like most people sit at 800 DPI. It's like something
Funnily
like
enough,
the
mine is 1,600 for rivals.
1600's fine, but like
But
high. What are you talking about, Jason?
Again,
I
if
still don't
you-
10
think-
inches, 180.
but the thing is, if you lower the sensitivity enough, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
actually calling me. Hold on.
Answer the phone. What are you doing?
Okay, Jason, you're on. Yeah,
There
go
he
for
is.
It. Yeah, go for it. What were you gonna say?
No, so it all depends on what you want to do. So
That's
I'm coming
true.
From like playing Valorant, Counter Strike at a decent level, and for that type of game, you're not worried about swinging 180s because
Yeah.
you always have a pretty good idea that people are coming from a certain
Yes.
direction in front of you. So it's more about having like super micro precise movements
Yeah.
where you can move your mouse across your whole mouse pad and you won't swing full 360.
Yeah.
Like that pros do in those type of games. They have very, very low DPI.
Yeah, they usually
low
sit at
game
400.
sensitivity.
Yeah, Counter-Strike pros sit at around
Now,
400.
You're only moving like, maybe if you're, imagining 180 degrees and you swing your wrist, you maybe move 30, 45 degrees instead of 90 degrees.
I
Because
see. Okay.
That will give you precision over long distances. If you struggle with aiming with somebody like Hella or, stand characters, Puncher, all of that, you would probably want to do that. But there is, the sacrifice. That's why people get mouse pads the size of their entire desktop.
Yeah.
So they can have really,
That's what
really
Anthony
low
was saying.
DPI
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
swing their arm, their entire desktop, and still do that 360. So you got to compromise to some extent. But I would say, Rivals is kind of a game where, for the most part, you could have a pretty good idea that people are coming from a certain direction in front of you. So I would say you could lean towards the lower DPI. You don't need to be just like,
Swanging and
71
banging.
quick
Yeah.
scopes.
Yeah.
Max sensitivity, but that's all I wanted to say. That would be a lot to type out, but it's more what you're trying to do.
Got you. Okay.
I mean, it's more about, do you need to have the situational awareness where you need to be able to swing a full 180 degrees behind you in a moment's notice? Because, something like Call of Duty
Yeah,
Warzone
in terms of like
is the
game
type of
type.
game
I see.
where
Yeah.
that- Because people be coming from any direction, and you need to be quick and reactive like that. Whereas
Yep.
Counter-Strike, Valorant, even Rivals, where
You're
there's
looking
no
at one
battle,
direction.
spawn from one
Yeah.
direction, and unless Spider-Man or a Star-Lord has gotten a flank on you or something and you need to react quickly. But even in those situations, you know, you'll get the habit of it. You kind of pick your mouse up quickly and do like a quick skim, so you can cover a lot of ground even with lower sensitivity. It just takes a little extra movement, but you'll find that having that precision is very nice because you're actually able to hit the shots when people are on your screen.
Gotcha.
I kind of found myself in that situation yesterday. It's funny you're talking about it today because I almost
Put it up.
lowered my sensitivity yesterday when I was coming back and playing more rival rank because I was missing shots that were just like slightly off, and it was an Iron Man who was just like jiggling in the air, and I was like, I should be able to be hitting this guy, but because my sensitivity is a little bit too high, I think, and he was jiggling, I couldn't just follow him enough. Whereas at lower sensitivity, it's like, you know, of course I'm going to hit him. You know, I can only move so far so fast. It's not flying across my screen like Spider-Man. So, an experiment with turning mine down. But if you can't lower on your sensitivity, which is what you were saying, turn your DPI down, and then play around with your sensitivity on top of that. In Valorant, it's a whole equation where you took like your DPI times like the sensitivity was like on a factor of like 100%.
Oh.
1,000% or something. So
That's
you
a
can scale it
pretty
to be
big
like
scale.
400 times
Okay.
1. So your DPI is what they called it was like 400. If your sensitivity would be like 4.
I was losing him.
So it would be 1,600 would be your DPI.
Hold him closer.
400 DPI, like your mouse setting. So
And he was like, put the speaker closer. I want to hear it, what he says.
Your arm's getting tired.
Yeah, no, my arm started dropping as he was. I was like, okay, I'm taking in the information. My body was like, hey, man, just relax real
Relax.
quick.
Just relax. Just relax. Let the phone down.
somebody who's like you attested the other day, a try hard at everything,
Yeah.
and has been somewhat competitive at these things. Yes, a lower DPI is absolutely better for being precise. But
Yeah.
you do give up some reactivity, so it all depends.
Got you.
I always find that starting low and then working your way back up is a good way to do it too.
Yeah.
Or your arm and where you'll end up, and you know that's a practice range drill where you just like turn around and flick really quick and try to hit somebody. But you'll
Okay.
get a feel for it. It's a lot easier to stop and land on your target when you have that lower DPI.
Beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Jason. I love you.
Yeah, we should all game.
We should all get on Rivals.
Rivals. It's been a while.
Oh shit! And then the chirp. Okay. I'm gonna take you off the phone now. Love y'all. Bye.
Did we get some Mel input that I missed?
We did.
We did.
Hey.
She said lower DPI works better.
Lower
Does.
DPI, and she's a scrub. Her words, not mine.
Oh, her words.
Words, not mine. I will never say anybody is a scrub within a game. It's absolutely just like not within my realm.
You know what's funny? I just tried to like wiggle my mouse, like jiggle it a little bit. And I'm trying to like see the difference between jiggling it with my wrist and jiggling it with my shoulder. I can't jiggle my wrist anymore.
You can't.
It's like
jiggle your wrist with
fused.
your shoulder?
It's
my
like
my
fused.
shoulder
Your
moves
wrist.
it.
It's like,
I
it's
have.
frozen, it's bricked up.
But that's a good thing. I like because you want to stop yourself from doing that wrist movement, and it's just gone.
So
Yeah.
well, I mean that's good, probably because like it cuts down on your possibilities of carpal tunnel and everything. Because
Oh yeah, dude, I
it's
had
really at the
so many
wrist.
issues with that. Now the weird thing is, on the opposite end of the spectrum, Day 9 does the opposite for real-time strategy games. Apparently,
his-
he wants very high DPI and only wrist movement, which I'm
Really?
like, I don't get that. Maybe he
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's because of all the micro movements that
I
you
was
have
gonna
to
say
make.
he's probably been cracked because of StarCraft.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is
I
professional
mean,
StarCraft
watching
player.
watching
was.
him play StarCraft watching him play any game with mouse
Is-
precision is
pretty
insane.
stupid. Yeah.
Right?
I'd be very surprised if he doesn't also play Osu at a very high level.
Yeah, I'd be surprised too. He definitely
Dude.
could if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I also wonder if he even uses his wrist. What if he only uses his like fingers? You know what I mean? Like just moving it
No,
underneath
like a-
your hand.
Like a what? Like a ball mouse?
That's what I'm doing right now. Like I'm moving my mouse under my fingers without moving my hand
Oh,
much
I
at
see
all.
what you mean. Like you're just tapping with your fingers to go
I'm
left,
just like
right, and up and
I'm
down.
wiggling it around. I could not like hit something that I want to hit.
Yeah,
because
but
I've
you
never
would
done this before,
never-
but I
you
can
would
move
never-
it.
Anthony, you would never be able to convince me that with these 2 fingers, or even these 3
That
fingers,
means all 5 of them.
you're controlling the fine aim that goes into like actually landing the critical hits or whatever it is that.
I still think that like
kill.
yeah, it is
That's
mostly
crazy.
shoulder. I think in real-time strategy like StarCraft, you almost never find aim moment. It's like drag across all of these units, you know, push these hotkeys because they're the hotkeys I push every time. Like
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then the big thing is like micro in the army. Like pros will actually micro individual units, so they're constantly like click, action, move, click, action, move, but they're doing 500 things per minute.
movement.
You know,
Yeah,
they're doing
yeah.
500 APM type of deals. Like who was it? There was one guy, one of the Korean players.
One of the StarCraft Koreans.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
he would go into a battle, his APM would jump up and burst at like 800 to 900 APM.
That's insane.
now just
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
like
quick shout out to our
crazy.
first and second ever guest stars on the show,
Let's
Jason
go.
and Mel. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jason
Yeah,
and
that was
Mel,
great.
let's fucking gay mates. Okay, so for anybody who's like listening and like was like, who the fuck was that? So we've known Jason. I've known Jason. I think I brought Jason to this group. I think it was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely me. Okay. I found Jason through a friend of a friend. I am now conjoined at the hit with this boy. You may have seen him in some recent peak footage for our stream.
Oh, yeah, it was
so if you want
peak.
to go ahead, peek
Yeah.
that over there. I'm really excited to play some expansions for Peak. I really hope that they're working on that.
I hope
Dude,
they do more
I
stuff
really
with
want-
this.
I want what we were talking about. Freaking
Right. So another thing, I was playing Marvel Rivals, but I was thinking about Peak, right? And I was like, what would it take for us to get paid to do that? Like, just take and just take the expansion and be like, hey, look, this is the expansion. This is all the features. I want you all to know that board has Marvel Rivals on his main monitor. Right
I'm trying to
Dude,
find my
I do
DPI
too,
for net.
okay?
My sensitivity.
Look, Ash, so have I. It's okay. You don't
I'm
have to
the
shame
only
me.
holdout.
I'm just trying to find my sensitivity for the man, okay?
What is
fair.
your sensitivity?
Don't know. It's 41% done compiling shaders. It's been
my
forever.
Oh,
God,
jeez.
You can't tell me these things.
Jeez.
It also took like it took the entire length of our guest star for it to finish downloading the game.
Oh my
So-
The
God,
patch, the update.
I watched a Peak video this week that was pretty cool. They did a self-imposed challenge. It was a challenge run. The challenge is you have to get Bing Bong to the top of the mountain. But while you're holding Bing Bong, you cannot move.
Oh,
So
wow.
throw
Really?
him?
You have to throw him and
They played
leash
Ultimate
him.
Frisbee?
They played ultimate frisbee with Bing Bong all the
Ultimate
way up
Peak?
the mountain, dude. Isn't that's such a crazy
That's such a
challenge?
smart
That's so
idea.
cool, so cool.
We would I think there's some prerequisites to that. Like solo peak for one,
Well,
which I haven't done yet.
yeah. I've gotten so close on the solo peak. I have thought about just just cheesing the kiln the next time I do it, but
How do you cheese it?
you can technically there's a kiln skip now for the peak speed running.
Bro, don't
Oh
bring
my
that shit in here.
So
So
you
it's a
can
glitch.
technically it's not a glitch for the most part. There is a way to climb up the side of the mountain. You just need a certain number of items and you essentially stack it so you get those items, and if you have all of those items when you get to the kiln, you can just skip the kiln. But there's nothing like glitchy about it. You're technically still climbing the mountain. You're just climbing it on the outside. There are places to stand on the outside so you can kind of cheat past the kiln. One of the tricks though is you have to bring your flare from the plane up, which is the speed running thing, right? So you have to take your flare and make it up the mountain with the flare. The flare from the plane can be used so that you don't have to climb to the actual peak to get a flare. So all you have to do is get into the peak biome and you can call
Wait,
the
is that the
helicopter.
point of the flare?
Yes. Yeah, that's
Flare
the
at beginning
point.
of the game.
Yes, the flare at the beginning of the game is there so that you do not have to climb all the way to the peak. It was put in so that people could speed run and not have to do the last section. Once they get to the peak biome, they can activate the flare and skip the walking portion of the end.
Nuts.
Yeah. So you have to use that flare, and then you have to get 2 other items. I think you have to have 2 items, but they're 2 particular pairings or something like that. It's either a chain gun and a lollipop, or you have to have an energy drink and a ghost rope, or like there's 2 specific things that you need in combination. And you can go around the left side of the mountain, jump over the lava waterfall onto another section, and then walk all the way around, climb up, and get to the peak biome, activate the flare from there, even though you're still like on the side of the mountain, and it'll
I hate
summon the
that you know
helicopter.
this, Eric.
All right. Back to what Nat doesn't hate.
Yep.
Nat,
Thank you.
I have 3 numbers for you.
Okay.
My polling rate is 1,000 on my mouse.
Okay, on your mouse.
My DPI is 1,600. And my
1600.
mouse vertical and horizontal sensitivity in game are 0.77.
0.77. You are like glacial. You don't move at all.
No, I
Jesus.
move.
Wait. So let me pull up my like polling and everything. So right now,
What is my polling rate? Yeah, I use 1,800 DPI.
so my polling rate right now. Let's see here. I'm at AK DPI. I can take it all the way up to AK if I needed to.
That's
but
insane. Okay, knock that down to 1,600.
I'm at 700 DPI.
Just do my numbers. Start with my numbers.
Okay, what's your number?
This is a good way for you just to click 1,600 DPI. I don't know if you have a polling rate. The polling rate is
I don't think it gives me
1,000.
a polling rate options. This is an MX Master 3S from Logitech, so I don't think it gives me polling options.
The funny thing is, what I have going on isn't even like 10 inches. Well, actually, that might be actually 10 inches. Oh, it's actually pretty close to 10 inches. But yeah, 1,600, 1,000 polling rate, and 0.77 for the sensitivity.
0.77. That's so
Yeah,
insane.
polling rate apparently shouldn't impact DPI.
It shouldn't.
Yeah,
It
that's
should
just
just it should
updates.
just make it smoother on
The
your
only time
monitor.
I've had polling rate screw with things is when it's too high for a game that sucks, and that
Oh,
game
yeah.
jitters when you have it at 1,000.
Yeah.
You need to have to like lower it.
Yeah.
0.77.
So polling rate is the frequency that the data updates
Bro,
in seconds.
what is
DPI
this?
is the dots per inch. Dots per inch of physicalness.
This is insane. What do you mean?
Oh man, we should be in the same lobby.
What do you mean? I can't.
Are you in the practice range right now? I'll
I'm
join you.
practice
Where are you?
right now.
How do we? I haven't played this game so long. I
guys,
don't know how
we
to
had
add a friend.
figure out what Eric was playing.
What do you
We
mean?
do.
What was I playing?
Eric, what did you play? Because I played Marvel Rivals, obviously. What did you play? Kitty Kitty.
Yes, he wanted snuggle time. He now comes up and he'll ask for snuggle time by digging his claws into my thigh.
Add, accept the invite.
So, let's see. What have I been playing this week? Funnily enough, this week, I did mostly Cyberpunk 2077. So I've
Let's
been.
go.
So I was.
okay.
Happy for
I
you.
know I said I played it a little bit last week, but now I am. I
You
have
have the
just.
jacket.
Yeah, I've gotten the. Wait, is there like a real life jacket?
It's
Ah.
literally David's jacket, dude. The yellow
Oh yeah,
jacket.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't gotten the
David's
David's
jacket's in
jacket in the game yet. I
Okay,
just
look,
got
look.
so I don't think I got in my initial playthrough either. I
Eric,
just
see, it's a secret. It's literally an Easter egg.
okay.
So if you want to get it, you're not just gonna stumble upon it. I mean, okay,
I see.
technically you could.
So I'll have
It
to
would
like
not
look
be
for
easy.
it. Okay.
Well, there's two options. Okay, the first option is you go and do some research on the freaking show, and you
Okay.
deduce where you think you would get the jacket and someone else's weapon.
So
in
I
game.
do actually there is one thing that I thought about this, and I'm not sure if it's the case. It might be on the real um it might be what you're talking about. I do think that you can find Rebecca's
Yes.
oh my gosh, my
Is it her
leg. Thank you.
shotgun?
No. But I think Rebecca's apartment you can find in
Oh.
the game. I'm pretty sure that you can.
You could definitely find her shotgun. I know that.
Yeah.
It is. Is it her shotgun or is it someone else's? I can't remember whose it was. I know it was a girl. Is
You can find
Rebecca?
Rebecca's shotgun, and you can find David Sandevistan.
Sandevistan. So I am playing a Netrunner pistol gun. I think I told you this. I'm doing the John Wick build with net running. Oh my gosh, net running is so powerful now in
Did they
the
clean it
newer updates. Oh my goodness. I can wipe out thousands of people. Here's the thing, I could if it were not on very hard, I could take out Night City. Like I'm
That's
essentially
probably what the game is supposed to feel
it's
like, though, when you think about
crazy.
it.
Net running gets so insane in the late game. Now, with all the updates, I think the last time I played it was in 2.0. Obviously, we've had 2.1 and 2.2 released, and both of them have changed a lot of the balancing features for sure. And net running is crazy now. So powerful. So it's been a lot of fun. I have gotten to, for everybody who's played through it, I did the main storyline up to the point of no return, quote unquote.
Okay.
And I've already beaten the game, so I kind of know it. I'm trying to do a different ending this time than I did the first time. But now I'm going to do the Phantom Liberty until the point of no return. And then there are a few gigs that I want to try and max out that I didn't max out on my first playthrough to see how that may change the endings and stuff like that.
Have you tried it on your Steam Deck?
I have not.
That
Only
You might be
because,
surprised.
Interaction.
You might
dude,
be
it's
surprised.
so pretty on a 4K monitor with a 5080.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, it's a beautiful
You
game.
Nepo baby.
Dude, it's just so pretty. Nat, it's just so pretty. It's spoiled, but it's so pretty. Yes, meet Hanako at Embers. Yes, that is the point of no return for the main storyline. But I'm gonna get to the point of no return for Phantom Liberty, and then yeah, I'm gonna try out different storylines this time. See what happens.
Dude, there is so many things from Cyberpunk Edge Runners that is in the game that I didn't realize.
Dude, that's
Like what?
awesome.
There
Oh,
are-
that was the other thing. This
there's,
week
like,
we
everything.
rewatched it. We rewatched
hell yeah.
B watched it for the first time.
Really? And did she like it?
Yeah. She liked it. But
Mm-hmm.
man, I cannot wait with y'all have seen the reveal for the
For two?
trailer
Yeah,
for
yeah,
2.
yeah.
I say trailer, but it's a teaser.
It's a teaser. Yeah. It's not a trailer.
Anthony, have you seen it?
I don't know if I saw the teaser. I know that it's coming out, but I don't remember seeing something.
Oh man,
Maybe
you need to
not.
watch. It's like 20 seconds. It's a little teaser for season 2.
Then maybe I did.
But it's such a good teaser. I am curious what y'all's thoughts are for who that is.
Rebecca's brother.
What? Rebecca's brother's dead.
I know the hands. I know.
I think that I think it has to be David's son.
You think?
I think so. I think it has to be, right?
You
Or
think?
so I think there are two options. Either it's David's son or it's going to be a totally separated story. And it's like one of those two.
David's. I don't know if they would make that much of a connection between the first and the second show. Honestly.
I think they could, because think about how that kid would go through life with what his parents have been through.
Right.
Like, here's the thing: Arasaka would still be hunting for Lucy. Like, there'd be no, like,
that
there.
hasn't changed.
Yeah, that hasn't changed. And after what happened to David, and here's the biggest thing. Here's the biggest theory, is what it means to be quote unquote dead in Night City. Right? So this takes place a year before the games, but it takes place 70 years or whatever, or 50 years after. Or there's a 30 years.
I don't
It
know.
might
The
be 30.
timeline. What's the timeline?
The
Behind
show
that?
takes place a year before the game.
A year before the game. Okay.
Yeah, it's a prequel
And
technically.
before the Edge Runners is before Edge Runners, because I would think it would be more so in line with Edge Runners than it would be in line with the game for people
Well,
who watch the show.
Here's the thing: if Edge Runners 2, the next season, it is David's son, that means that it would take place after the games do.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm interested. I don't know. Obviously, we're not going to know anything for like a year and a half, but
I honestly want Trigger to stay cooking as long as possible.
agreed. Because here's the thing: if it is David's son, I want them to do as many tidbits and like story building to really drive home some of the threads that were started in the first season. But if it's not David's son, they can't fall into the trap of a separate story not meeting the level that was the first season. Because
How
Guys,
one the power scaling of David at the very end of the first one for me kind of makes me feel as if, like, I don't know. Obviously, you can go more into the data runner, or what's it called?
Netrunner.
The Netrunner kind of build based around that kind of mindset. But like, I don't know. I would. I see the use of it being like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and see what was David's girl's
Lucy?
name? Lucy. We can see Lucy's world of like the whole net running concept. But I don't know if I would be interested in seeing that, you know what I'm saying?
I think if they did it right, it could be really cool. But I also think there's a difference between somebody going into the cybernet, like Lucy and the other girl did. There's a difference between that and true net running, which isn't what we saw Lucy do. Lucy isn't really a net runner like the game does net running.
How does the game do net running different from net running in
Like
yeah.
the absolute morbidity of being able to control or attack people using just their connection to you, like being able to make somebody catch fire, right?
Just
Is-
by overloading their
Yeah.
their augments.
Making somebody go crazy by overloading their augments, making somebody essentially like obliterate the other people they're working with and not be able to remember. Like, there are so many dark notes where somebody like David's son, for example. As dark as the world went for his parents, somebody that is so that with Lucy's oversight and training could cause absolute chaos on the people spectrum, not the net spectrum like Lucy did. Like Lucy was able to go into the past the black wall, right? And do things like that. But we see people like what's her name? Somi from Phantom Liberty. Like I would want to see more of that.
Okay.
Right?
Well, wait. So I didn't play the game yet. What does Somi do?
Wait, you haven't played? Wait. What? You haven't played Cyberpunk 2077?
No.
My guy, you should play it.
I should play it.
You will love it. You will absolutely adore that game.
Can't believe I haven't played Cyberpunk.
Anthony, have you played through, like, have you gotten the ending? Have you played through the entirety of the game?
Gotten to the ending of any game, Eric?
No, that's
Let's
why
be
I'm
real.
curious.
Have I ever gotten to the end of a game?
Nah, fair. Gosh, but do you know who Somi is?
I don't remember.
From
who Sony
Phantom
is.
Liberty.
Oh,
Man, Somi is essentially, just to kind of generically go into this without spoiling too much, she is essentially the net runner for the president of the new USA. So the president has a net runner. She is so good at net running that she can essentially disable people en masse, pass in and out of the black wall as needed. Which, by the way, normal people going past the black wall, consider the black wall like the firewall of the internet of today. If you go outside of the firewall into the deep web or something like that now, your computer gets destroyed by viruses, right? If you're not careful. The black wall in Cyberpunk 2077, if you go past it with your mind, as you would as a net runner, the AI legitimately sees you as something to be destroyed and essentially instantly kills you. And so as part of Cyberpunk 2077, the government and all of these things have created a black wall between civilization and the rogue AIs that they created getting to this point in technology.
Oh, that's dark.
Yes.
It gives blame vibes.
Yes.
If you've ever read that manga.
Yeah. And so people like Lucy can go through the black wall. It's kind of hinted that where she goes is like the black wall, but not really. It's like the level right before it. But her training at Arasaka was essentially to go into the black wall, getting somebody who could do it. Somi is a girl who can do it without even thinking about it.
that's crazy.
And so she can go in and take care of all this stuff. And essentially, the power of the Netrunner is crazy. She could pretty much be like, see that person and become Silverhand for that person without their consent. Right?
Man.
And so Anthony kind of understands, like, think about what Silverhand's doing to the main character, right? She can...
co-opting the body, right?
Yes, she can essentially be like, I'm going to go talk to this person across the world and be Silverhand in their consciousness, right?
So she's a big deal.
Yes, she's like huge and it's like crazy. But I would love to see the exploration of that level of net running, because I think when you start considering that, the absolute psychosis that type of person would have to go through of like not knowing their sense of self versus their net self versus going into the psyche of all of these different people versus slaughtering all of these people as if it were a video game, and like the separation of that. I feel like there's a lot of good storytelling elements that you could do there in a show, especially when you consider that his dad is one of the most gifted cyberware people. and his
So,
mom.
in terms of his resistance, yes.
Exactly. If he inherits that, and he inherits the net running abilities of his mom, he would essentially be a monster without equal. You know?
If
I feel like there's a cool idea there.
Well,
I could see it.
An
Yeah.
interesting aspect of what you said about losing like the sense of yourself and your mind and consciousness is in the ether, but you don't have a sense of like you anymore, right?
Yeah.
What's funny about that is I learned about similar ideology in like Eastern yoga, where the idea is that if you go to sleep and you can consciously be aware of your transition from being awake to being in your dream state, that you have like mastered a certain thing, like what you're talking about,
Huh.
where you like if you like, and they theorize that when you die, if you have already easily been able to transition from wakefulness to sleepfulness, when you transition from aliveness to deathness, it'll be super easy for you. Which is very interesting because like I haven't done it myself, but I feel like I've gotten really close. Where I'm like very conscious of slipping into the sleepfulness state, but then it's still there's a gap. You know, there's like a
There's gaps in it.
you know what I mean, where it's like you blank out and you're just all of a sudden asleep. You're not fully conscious of the entire movement. So you remind me of that, where it's like what you're talking about with edge runners. It's like, is that a similar ideology of them consciously going into a state of being where they're no longer tied to their like body or something like that? They're in this other etherness, but eventually somehow they do return to their body. Is that the same sort of thing? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's
Yeah.
where they get the inspiration. Who knows?
No.
It's interesting stuff, dude.
Yeah, I think it would make for a very interesting story in season 2. But yeah, I've been doing a bunch of Cyberpunk 2077 this week just to I haven't had time to like get on stream and do more Clair Obscure, which I want to do. So this
Such a
past
good
week,
game.
so I am
Such a
still
good game, mate.
yeah. So I'm doing that. My stream game is Clair Obscure. At some point, I'll stream that. But off stream,
Dude.
yeah, Cyberpunk 2077.
Well, if it's my turn, I actually
Yeah.
wanted to say that you just reminded me of something that I'm gonna obscure a little bit so Ash doesn't get
Cool.
too spoiled, but she might already kind of know. I just experienced a sword being kindly to somebody.
A
Being
sword
what?
being what to somebody?
A sword didn't kill someone because they like her.
A sword.
A dark sword. Sorry, Brandon Sanderson.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, you seen a
And
buddy.
it's like, oh, well, the
You're
sword
seeing,
likes
you're
you.
seeing the dude.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, okay, interesting, very cool. So,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
excited about that. Hopefully, back on the bandwagon because
That-
after the cruise kind of fell off.
That sword, man.
I wonder if it's the same sword. I've heard there's multiple, so maybe it's not the same sword, but there is a sword like that in Warbreaker that we both know about, but don't know much about at all.
Wait.
Uh,
Interesting.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
So
So
you're
you're
talking about a
thinking-
sword in
Edge Dancer,
Storm, in Edge Dancer.
which I presume is the same or a similar sword that I have come across elsewhere in Warbreaker. That's really cool.
Yeah. I don't know if I can. One of the coolest moments is thanks to the audiobook readers, in my opinion. When you hear them so often, you start to figure out Kate Redding and oh my gosh, what's his name?
Not Robert. What's his
Robert.
name?
Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name. But you start to figure out their voices for particular characters.
And you're
And
like,
so
oh,
when you start hearing Hoyd, and you're like, wait a second,
I've heard that name.
this is a random person on the street who sounds awfully like this guy who I hear in every book, And there's some fun things that can happen with that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. A little weird when they have to do the opposite though, where like he does Milan or she does Kaladin, and you're like, whoa, wait a
Yeah,
second.
and you
What's
get a
happening
different
here?
and you get a different voice for it. Yeah, sometimes.
Ash says,
My
I
boyhood.
barely
My
know him,
boyhood.
but I love him.
My boyhood.
Ash
Just wait till you get to. Go ahead.
You just got to experience the first perspective from the, what are they called? The not Alethi, Parshendi.
Oh,
Parshendi's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
perspective, the like queen of the Parshendi, basically, or commander.
So she finally met the two sisters. Yeah.
I think so.
Eshonai and
Eshonai and
She definitely met Eshonai.
what's
main
her
sister.
sister's name?
what's her sister? I don't remember her sister's name.
It main sister's name. That's
Okay,
funny.
she did meet both sisters.
Mraise? No, not Mraise.
What's her name? Vasari.
Sounds accurate.
Eshonai and Vinley.
Venley. It sounds small.
Yeah.
Venley.
Gosh. Fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. Parshendi are fun. That whole story is fun.
They are crazy. Yeah, I swear it's like they're the more practical and serious version of the singing people on that like planet from like, well, I can't remember if it was a Star Trek thing or I think it might have been a Star Trek thing where they go to a planet and everyone's singing, but it was more musically, so it was a bit less realistic. But the way the Parshendis like singing of the way they talk is like makes way more sense than watching a bunch of people do a musical.
I'm getting
People doing music.
further and further into Yumi and the Painter.
Oh, so good.
And I met oh my gosh. They finally, after everything has occurred, Nat, they finally met the bartender.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And he was like, What the
What the
what
fuck?
the what? I was like, "Oh, it's on. Where it's finally happening." And then he was like, "I can't help you."
happening?
But he can, and then they point and they're like, "How is that gonna help me?" She was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Oh my
But
god."
I'm glad you found it out.
Yeah. So good. So good. I love that that's from his voice technically, but he's
But
just like
he's just a
stuck.
freaking statue,
He's just
like,
stuck.
telling the story.
Oh my gosh.
Man, I can't do anything, and it would be great if I could, but there's really
Yes.
just nothing I can do.
So good.
Oh
So
God.
good.
Speaking of shows, I honestly think that we have been watching one of the best video representations of like space sci-fi ever,
Okay.
and it is called The Foundation. If you
The
haven't seen
Foundation.
it,
I've
it
heard
is
of
based
it.
on a book series. It is incredible. It is the only sci-fi thing out of things like Dune and Star Wars and I mean Star Trek is kind of very different, so I maybe wouldn't include them. But you know, like Dune and Star Wars have like the Empire, right? The big bad, the ones in charge of everything.
Uh-huh.
In the Foundation, you actually get to know and see the Empire. And the books are more about the evolution and the events that transpire for civilization, for humanity as a whole over thousands of years. And the show is doing the exact same sort of thing. So it's not just, you know, a hero's journey. It is, you get to see all of this stuff. So like when watching Star Wars, I'm like, who's the Empire that we're fighting? I imagine this dude that's some jerk, right? Like
Yeah.
I can't fathom it. There's no context. The Foundation literally constantly, like half of the show is giving you context of here's the Empire, here's what they're doing, here's what they do that seems very human, here's what they do that seems kind of batshit crazy and needs to stop. And it is like incredible. Like
Huh.
I venture to say that so the next best like sci-fi thing has been like The Expanse, which
Oh.
is really good. It is
Yeah.
really good. But The Expanse is a bit more grounded in reality. It's almost not sci-fi. It's almost like The Martian, where it's like extremely practical, and then there's a little bit of alien stuff, but barely, right? While The Foundation is like extravagant sci-fi level stuff that mirrors Dune and Star Wars, but then it is just incredible because it's a freaking TV show and it's covering so much content and context and stuff you have never ever gotten from things like Star Wars and Dune. And Dune is incredible. I love Dune. But I still have no idea who the like emperor is. All I really know is who the like I can't remember the names, but
Arrakis?
the really dirty,
Yeah.
gross guys and the
Yeah.
guys that got killed. You know, like
Yep.
those are all we know. That's the only context we have, and it's just it's well worth a watch. Oh, what is
Huh.
Ash saying here? The story for Foundation is about humanity as a whole more than any one character. It takes place over thousands of years. Yes, it is literally about psychohistory, which is a mathematically proven science that predicts the path of large organizations of people. So humanity,
Huh.
really, right? Because it takes history and just patterns of human behavior, and it predicts the future, right? And that's the first thing. And they're like, we're about to hit the dark ages, and if we make a few changes, those dark ages could be relatively short. If we don't make these changes, they will never end. Humanity could go extinct. We could be in the dark forever. And
Jeez.
so it's just a really cool concept that like highly recommend. We just rewatched the first 2 seasons, and season 3 is currently out on every Friday.
Nice.
It's well worth it. Hope you guys check it out. Other than that, we've been watching Dairy Girls. Don't watch it. I'm just kidding.
What was that?
Dairy Girls is a really great show that we came across. It's short and sweet, but it's actually about Irish people living through the war in like
Ooh.
the 90s. Which Ash double checked, it is the 90s. We were right. I can't remember, but I
That
definitely
was
double
right.
checked.
It was
It is the
wrong.
90s. But they're literally in like a civil war, so it's kind of tense. But it's showing how these people who were living through this like 100-year war were like normal people and having like normal-ish problems, but in the background there's a war going on. So it's like a comedy, interesting thing. You can get some perspective on what it was like to be living in Ireland back in the 90s through a comedy. A very short comedy. It's like 30-minute episodes, maybe 20, and only like 6 or so episodes a season. But speaking of gaming, because we do occasionally play video games, yeah, I mean, I played some Star Citizen. I almost said the wrong thing there, of course. But primarily, the big one is just playing Crosswinds. That game, I cannot wait for it to come out. It is so cool. It is in playtest. You have to get a key. They have had 500,000, not 500,000, yes, 500,000, 500,000 people have asked for keys. They have given out 20,000. Only 9,000 have actually played.
Oh, wow.
So, yes, but it is a really cool game. Hopefully, the multiplayer that they eventually do will be good. I also really hope that they do make the ship stuff a bit more visceral. I feel like that is the one thing that Sea of Thieves does really well is visceral ship stuff, where we are a crew, we are moving the sails, we are moving the wheel, we are moving the cannons. When it's just like it's very simple. It's basically the mechanics from that really bad one that came out, that really bad pirate game that everyone hated.
Black Sails.
No.
Oh, Skull
think it
and
was Black Sails.
Crossbones. Skull and Bones.
Crossbones. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
way
Skull and
overpriced and
Bones.
stuff like that. Skull and Bones, where it's just you're driving it and you point and shoot, and it's
Like
still
the turn
fun
on
and
ones.
enjoyable, but it's like driving a car on autopilot versus like actually sailing the ship.
Yeah.
So I do hope that they make those changes, but outside of that, it's still gonna be potentially a really great like single player co-op game because it already is. But hopefully they can do some incredible like PvP stuff, because PvP / co-op stuff, because that'd be great. But I don't really. I fought my first boss. It asked me if I wanted to do it on normal or hard, which was like 160 power or 400 power, and I was like, what? And then I thought
Interesting.
about Eric, and I was like, Eric would do 400, and I thought about Nat, and Nat would be like, enjoy yourself. I was like, I'm gonna go with
enjoy
Nat's way, so I did
yourselves.
160. I still almost lost.
I would have
I
done
almost
400, and I would have spent the next 4 hours doing it.
Yeah, exactly what you would have done. But yeah, it's fun. It's good stuff. One of the really cool parts is you could sink a ship, right, just with cannons, but you can also in board them. And when you choose to board them, you automatically throw a bunch of like ladders across to walk across, and your sailors and their sailors and you go into hand-to-hand combat with swords and blunderbusses and whatnot, and you have like a number of deaths until you lose the encounter. And so you're just like,
if you're just bad, you get fucking washed.
yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. And I think, I'm not certain, but I think maybe if you weaken their boat beforehand and you
They
don't
have
sink
less
them,
people.
I think so, because
Yeah, that makes more sense. That makes sense.
yeah. But yeah, it's a really fun game, and I think one of the things that y'all would enjoy the most is how much they take away the annoying stuff. Remember in Valheim where you can't teleport with certain things? Same thing in V Rising.
Yeah.
You can teleport with everything in this game. It doesn't matter. You need some very easy, not like too easy, but honestly very easy to get materials to constantly set up a new fast travel point at every island you go to. When you get the next, like the level 2 ship, so you got level 1 and then you have level 2 ship, your level 2 ship is fast travel point, and it has a chest on it. You can put stuff in that chest, and you can call that ship to you, and when you call it to you, everything in the chest is in there. So it doesn't have any of that like annoying inconvenient stuff. It's like once you've discovered an island, unless you really wanted to shoot yourself in the foot, you can now always travel to that island with a fast travel. So it's really neat. And also they have the most amazing like shanties that you can turn on.
Oh,
They
nice.
just like say, yes, sing to
shanties.
me. And then they're like,
Nice.
yes. What do you do with a drunken sailor? You know, like stuff like that. And it's just like,
Nice.
and it's all like custom songs, and it's really good.
Sets the tune, sets the mood, you know.
It is. It
Nice.
is. But yeah, Crosswinds has been pretty much it for me. I don't think I've played many other games other than, try to build a Murphy bed, which is a nightmare. I actually really wanted to talk about this to you guys in case you'll ever have a Murphy bed, to warn you. Okay?
Not.
Your Murphy bed that you purchase, because I feel like everybody wants one, does not warn you that it needs to be mounted to both the wall and the floor.
Yeah.
Separately.
Usually.
Floor.
Most
There are
Murphy
ones
things
that
do.
don't.
Yeah.
But ours did not warn us about this, which requires
no.
taking parts of the baseboard and trim out
Yeah.
so it can actually
Yeah.
touch the wall
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Murphy beds aren't as simple as they
you think they
want you
are?
to believe.
No. Not always. Yeah.
So this has become a 2-weekend project instead of a 1-weekend project.
Oh wow, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, no, I mean it's fine. We're still gonna be happy with it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it'll be
yeah,
very
yeah.
secure.
It'll be locked the fuck down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read those things and I was like, oh, that doesn't like fall on a kid, right? Like Eric's not gonna pull it all over and fall on himself. I think we're fine.
We'll see.
But then once we put enough stuff together, I was like, oh no, this literally, you pull on it and it doesn't work. It has to be
Yeah.
secured.
Nice. Well, I guess with that,
Yeah.
guys, another wonderful episode of the Taphaven Podcast.
Fucking
Episode 59. Next week, we will be drinking the Jameson Black Barrel. If y'all wanna try it with us, it is in the Discord. Event's
We'll be
already up there.
celebrating Nat's, climb to gold that he will have achieved with his newfound powers.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
gonna get good.
No, he's got to climb to diamond.
Did you already get gold?
Well, he's
Wait,
got to.
Who the
Is
fuck
diamond
said
after
that?
gold? I don't even know.
Diamonds after gold. It's diamond and
Yeah.
platinum.
We
Yeah.
hit gold yet?
No, not yet. I'm
So
still
climb to
silver.
gold.
Anthony, did you get diamond?
Got gold at least.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I got
Sorry,
the thing that unlocked the thing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm just bad.
Got it.
I got my diamond, and then I
No,
was like,
you
I'm
had-
gonna take a break for a while.
I'm
You were
bad.
driving a car on a motorcycle course.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm still bad.
You'll get there.
I'm still bad.
You'll
Hey.
get there. For a while. Yes.
0.77,
Yes.
1600. Let's go.
Never logged in again. I haven't logged in a while. Dude, it's Claire Obscure, Jason. I think you of all people can understand.
It's very true.
Claire Obscure took over my life the minute I hit Diamond.
Honestly, you say that, game's still not beat, and you're in Act 3. I'm just saying. I know whenever I got to Act 3, it was all like...
Do you want to look at time played versus where we are, Nat?
Eric, I can guarantee you that my playtime is longer, but that's not what we're disputing here.
It's fair.
What we're disputing is you're in Act 3 and you have put mediocre time into actually fleshing out Act 3 because Act
That's
3
true.
is...
That's true. I haven't been able to play
You
a
don't even know
lot
who
since I got to
Simon
Act 3.
is,
Yeah, I don't
bro.
know who Simon is.
You don't even
I'm assuming
know
it's somebody
who
else in the
Simon
family,
is.
older brother or something. I've seen the voice message name.
You've seen the voice message name? What does that mean?
Like when you look at the journals, there's one for Simon.
Is there?
Yeah.
Jason, is there?
Yeah. There's one for Simon at the end. So I like know.
Oh, it says his name. I see. What
Yeah,
you
yeah,
mean.
yeah. That's all.
Yeah.
I just know the name
just know-
Simon.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
know
yeah.
I hadn't met him yet. But I just figured he was either an older brother or something like that in the family. But I haven't. You're right. I know nothing.
Man.
So
Wait, get fucking ready, my
Yes,
dude.
I'm ready,
Brace
man.
Your cheeks.
I'm
'cause
ready.
You're gonna cry.
I am ready. I'm ready.
I.
But with that, I must go. I must leave. We have Gloomhaven. Every day have a wonderful week. We'll catch you in the next one. Catch all the stuff in the doobly-doo. Subscribe, like, all the things.
Cue the outro music.
Peace.